Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you might be new around here. I apologize right out of the gate for not having any content for the last month, I think. 3 weeks, 4 weeks maybe. And I might sound a little funny to you, and I will explain that in a moment. There is a lot of things to catch you up on and update you on, and rather than doing a sit down video, I figured I would just put it in the voiceover of this packing video, cleaning video. So if you are new, I don't normally talk this much. So if you'd like, you can just turn the volume down, mute the video, or click off if you don't want to hear me talk about my life. So hopefully you will enjoy the video regardless. And if you're not following me on Instagram or Facebook, then you probably know nothing about where I've been. So I do suggest following me over there if you would like to be updated more frequently. It's a lot easier for me to post pictures or something to my stories than a whole entire video. So first of all, we are still packing. Yes, we have been working on packing for a while. Basically what's done in this video is everything that has been packed even to this day. We do have about a month and a half left until we have to move, and we still don't know where we're going. The market for renting and buying right now is insane, especially because we had a lot of people come over from California and other states, and so that's just making the price of everything drive up like crazy. Plus there's just not a lot of availability because we have an increased population, people needing to live places, obviously. So I've had a lot of questions and, comments and suggestions from you guys, which I really appreciate. That shows that you guys care too and you want to be helpful. But we cannot buy a house. We have spoken to 2 different lenders. We already have kind of gone through the process. It's just not going to work for us right now for a couple of different reasons. Another thing that I've gotten a lot from you guys is, why don't you just stay in the house you're in? We can't do that. It doesn't work that way. Our landlord, his daughter needs to move in because her and her husband are, I don't know if they're being kicked out of their place or if they might be raising the rent on them or something. I'm not entirely sure, but either way, she needs to come and live in her dad's house and probably save a little bit of money. I assume he wouldn't charge her much to live here. I don't know for sure, but we cannot stay here. It's not going to work. So we have been looking at both renting a house or renting an apartment. And again, things are expensive and things are flying off the market. So we haven't had any luck with finding a place yet. We have contacted several realty companies. We have people trying to send us emails with rentals that come up through their MLS listings and stuff, kind of behind the scenes before they get thrown onto Zillow, Realtor, Trulia, all those sites. We have yet to find anything. And again, with our budget and the way that the world is, it's very difficult to even find a house that we can even attempt to apply for. And then we have been looking at apartments. We are on 2 different waiting lists for a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment, 2 different places. Oh, by the way, I was trying to get the nails out of the wall. Some of them came right out. Some of them, I'm assuming we got in the stud, and I could not get it out to save my life. So I just grabbed whatever was nearby to pull them out of the wall. So you'll see that kind of pattern throughout the video. But at least I got everything out of the walls. It's okay. Anyway, so we are on 2 different complex waiting lists, if that makes any sense at all, that we can afford. Of course, we have now expanded our search to different cities that are 30 minutes away, an hour away from where we live, because there's not a lot of availability right now. Again, because there's so many people looking for a place to live. So that's making it extremely difficult as well. So we are even looking at 2-bedroom apartments, which would be very crowded. I was killing a mosquito that was in the way, if you're wondering what I was doing there. But anyway, the 3 kids would obviously be in one room. Matt and I would be in the other. It's going to be less square footage. It would be a lot tighter, more chaotic. We're for sure bringing our 3 cats with us. So we just need somewhere to live, and we are running out of time, and it is really stressing us out. We're trying not to think about it too much because then we get really overwhelmed and, freaking out and scared and worried. Also, by the way, the baby monitors that I found on my desk, I was looking for those for probably 3 weeks or so. I had posted them for sale on Facebook. Somebody had messaged me about it, and I had put it in a quote unquote safe place, which was behind that picture on my desk. I had no idea where it was. I told her I couldn't find it, and I was so sorry. When I found it, I would let her know. 3 weeks later, I found it. She had already found a different baby monitor by then, but I did end up selling it. But I just couldn't believe it was right in front of my face like the entire time. I just never thought to look behind the picture. So anyway, back to the apartments. Not sure where I was, but we cannot find a place to live. There's waiting lists on places because some places won't have an opening until November, December, January even. Some places can't even tell us a timeline at all because right now they don't have any people that are moving out. They've all either renewed their lease or they've had new people come in and already taken the new spots that they did have available. So it's been extremely difficult for us trying to find somewhere to live. Now, we haven't given up or anything. We're still looking every single day. I mean, every hour basically on like Zillow and Realtor and all that kind of stuff. But we do have like a plan D. If we can't find anything else in time, we are able to stay with my parents, but they're on the complete opposite side of town of where the kids go to school, our like bubble basically. So it would be like a 25-minute drive one way to take the kids to school. And I would not want to change their schools because we might potentially end up back where we are now. So we would have to drive for however long, we're staying with my parents until we find somewhere to live. And there's a couple of issues with that. I mean, my parents are, older-ish. Mom, if you're listening, sorry, you're a little older, right? You don't really want kids back in the house. There would be 5 people, obviously, plus potentially our 3 cats. Now, they run their own business, so even though my stepdad is out of the house a lot, he is home a lot too, working at his computer. My mom is home a lot, working at her computer. They have 2 dogs. One of them is only 3. One of them is like 17. I don't know. In dog years, he's like 75 or 78 years old. He's an old little man. And my cats are rambunctious. There's 3 of them. They're wild and crazy here. And they do have a dog door that's like built into the wall. And I would be really concerned not only that my cats would fight their dogs or the dogs would fight, our cats and somebody would get hurt. They could potentially run out that dog door and just run away, run off into the wild, and we would lose them, which I don't want. And I don't want them to tear up their furniture because if you guys have seen my computer chair, it's completely destroyed by the cats. They have clawed the crap out of it. Matt even had to get a new chair when he started working from home, and that one has already started to be clawed at and stuff too. And my parents have a lot of leather furniture. So I don't want them to ruin their furniture, and we could potentially like declaw all the cats, but that's a lot of money. We have 3 of them. We're also trying to, save money to be able to move because that's expensive as well. So that would stress me out. We might have to send the cats somewhere else to stay while we're with my parents, to make it easier on their dogs and them and their furniture. But I would be really concerned that the cats would be upset and lash out because we've just dropped them off at a stranger's house and we left them there, So I don't want them to claw up their furniture. I don't want them to start peeing around their house because they're upset that we left them behind or anything. And who knows how long we would stay with my parents. Maybe it's only 3 weeks of an overlap. Maybe it's 4 months. We have no idea right now. And I don't want to just give my cats away or anything. They are part of our family. They are honestly like my other children. Everybody in the family loves them. and we have officially registered them as emotional support animals. They really help me and Connor like calm down and relax a little, and Archer comes over to me when I'm not feeling good and when I am stressed out. Like, he's attached to my hip a lot lately, which I appreciate, and I don't blame him because I am stressed. Plus, then if we stay with my parents, we're obviously just bringing like clothing and toiletries for the most part. So where does all of our furniture go? All of our beds, our couches, our tables, all that kind of stuff. So we would have to get a storage unit to store all of our stuff in. And then if we end up only staying with them for 3 weeks, well, then we have to move everything from this house to the storage unit, and then to the storage unit to the apartment or house that we find. And that's like a lot of extra work. So I don't know. I have no idea what we're doing. There are so many like pieces to this puzzle, and we are still just completely lost and in the dark. So what we were packing this day was all of our like decorations, because we don't need those no matter what. We do also pack a lot of like the crap in the laundry room on the shelves that we really don't use that often. And then also the little closet in our bedroom that has a bunch of like tools and like gun parts and random things for Matt. And I was donating a bunch of stuff to, like right here, all this crap by the front door was just sitting there waiting to be donated. So I finally put it in a bag. And I could have probably sold a bunch of this stuff on Facebook, minus the baby monitors, which I did. But all this other just random junk and the decor I didn't want, and even lunch making supplies, I donate. I really didn't want to hang on to it for any period of time trying to sell it, even though we could use the money, because we could move at any point in time. Because if we find somewhere to live next week, then we're going to move next week, you know? So I didn't want to hang on to anything and wait around and try to sell it. So I just donated it. I posted it on like a free Facebook page where you only post free things or look for free items. So that way it's not just going to Goodwill, and it's going to people that could actually use it. So that's been great, because anything that I've posted, it's usually gone within like 2 or 3 hours. So it's been amazing. We still have a lot more to pack, but I feel like it's things that we use on a daily basis, you know. Oh, I also did the linen closet because there's a lot of things in there we were not using either. So I left out like a few pieces of bedding, some towels, and just a few board games for the kids in case they wanted to play them. But otherwise, the majority of that also got packed up. So I've been working on it, but it's been a slow process because we don't know where we're going. And then another thing that has been happening is I actually have COVID right now, and I'm not going to use that word again because I don't want YouTube to do anything crazy to the video. But everything started last Monday. I had a cough like in the afternoon, evening time, and then Tuesday and Wednesday I still had a cough. I started to have like congestion in like my head and my nose and stuff, and I did have some body aches, and I thought that it was maybe just the flu, because surprisingly there are other sicknesses and viruses and things that you can get right now, not just the bad thing that we don't talk about. So I thought it was the flu. But then Wednesday night, I realized I couldn't taste my dinner, and I thought it was weird, but didn't really think anything of it. And then Thursday, I realized again, wow, I really cannot taste my food. This is so weird. And I couldn't smell anything either. Now, Bo's school gave us an at-home test. There were 2 in the box. So I decided to pull that out and take it Thursday at like 11 o'clock in the morning or something. And sure enough, the test was positive. So Thursday and Friday, I was also pretty tired. I needed to take a nap and just, you know, kind of rest. I've still been working because I work from home. So that's not like difficult for me to do or anything. And I've still been doing like bare minimum around the house, like dishes and laundry and stuff. But I'm moving at a much slower pace, and the kids have been helping a lot. Like Lacey even gave Bo a bath for me the other night because I've been really trying to stay away from them, not be in their face. I haven't really been kissing Matt or anything, and I've just been Lysoling everything, spraying every single room every single day, doing like the handles, the light switches, my computer, the TV remote, all that kind of stuff. I'm trying to sanitize as much as possible. And whenever I touch my face or use a tissue or sneeze or something, I'm either using sanitizer or washing my hands immediately. So I'm really trying to not spread it around. And so far, it's been a week roughly. I have not spread it to anybody else in the house. The kids don't have any type of signs that they're sick at all. So they've still been going to school because they're perfectly fine. Saturday and Sunday, I was mostly okay. The body aches were gone. The cough was gone. I still had like nasal congestion. Like I sound like I have a cold, but otherwise like I was fine for the most part. And then in the middle of the night, like Sunday, when I woke up to like turn over and I got up to pee, and then all day Monday, I had this really weird metallic taste in my mouth. It was super strange. And I felt a little nauseous too. But my nose was getting a little bit better. Like even today, which is Tuesday the 7th, I'm doing this voiceover on. I'm basically fine, except I still have kind of the congestion a little bit. Like it's kind of hard to hear. It's like in my head and still a little bit in my nose. But otherwise, my body has not hurt for, several days. I only had a headache on Monday. I still cannot taste or smell anything though, which has been good and bad. I've lost 2.5 pounds over the last week and a half because I'm really not eating much. I'm eating when I'm hungry, but I'm not eating to taste things. So if I have cravings or whatever, I'm just not eating those things because I can't taste it. So it's what's the point, And then I've been drinking a lot of water, just trying to keep me healthy and hydrated and stuff. And again, I can't taste soda or anything, so it doesn't matter. So I guess that's a good thing. But otherwise I've been fine. I've just been at home, taking my vitamins, drinking orange juice, trying to up my zinc, my vitamin D and my vitamin C with milk and cashews and Airborne and orange juice, all that kind of stuff. But in general, I'm fine, which has been great. So that also was why I wasn't editing videos or anything last week because, again, I was just kind of doing bare minimum, getting by, just trying to get through and still work when I could and stuff like that. And Matt's been picking up the kids and taking them to school and stuff. So I've basically just been at home, for the last week, hanging out, not doing anything. So it's just been a lot. So again, I apologize for the lack of content, but there's just been a lot of stuff happening in our lives. So hopefully I'm on the mend and I will get better and I will be able to start posting more frequently. I really want to do a whole house clean with me video, hopefully next week. Let me know in the comments down below what kind of videos you guys would like to see. I also wasn't really posting grocery hauls because we haven't really been going that much. Again, we're on a super tight budget, so if we go, we're only spending $80 or $120 worth of food roughly. We've also had grabbed a few food boxes to save money and still get food and whatnot. So there hasn't really been much to show as far as grocery hauls go. So let me know what you'd like to see. I did post our dinner last night on Instagram. I plan on posting over there maybe grocery hauls because they're a lot smaller, you know what I'm saying? And dinner ideas over there too. Because again, it's just easier for me to record something or take a picture with my phone and make a post rather than sit down, edit a whole video, do a voiceover or music or this or that, and then put it on YouTube. So go follow me over there if you aren't already. And I think that's everything for the most part. The kids, like I said, have been healthy and fine. Bo's doing really good in his Head Start program. I'm not sure if you guys knew that he got in, so that's been amazing. Cats are fine, which I think, did it pass already? The cat's playing with the moth. That was hilarious. There was so much more footage, but I cut it down so it wasn't as long. But I don't know why we've had so many mosquitoes and moths lately. We even had 2 giant moths. I don't even know how big. Probably a $50 or maybe bigger in size. So that was crazy. And then we've had a lot of moths like in the house and mosquitoes. So we've been killing those like constantly, or the cats have been eating them as well. They've been getting a lot of extra protein lately. So yeah, I also do have, actually, I think a video next week I'll be able to put out is us cleaning up our backyard, because it was really tall, the grass, and, well, mostly the weeds rather, because it was raining a lot here, which was super rare, made everything grow like crazy. So it was a jungle in the backyard, and our pool we have not touched or anything, and it's literally a swamp. There's so much algae in it, and it looks absolutely disgusting. So we have part of that done. We tried doing it like one of the days I was feeling pretty good, but we didn't really get that far. So we need to maybe finish that up this weekend, when we have some more time, and hopefully I'm back to normal. So hopefully I'll have that video out next week for you guys as well, cleaning up the backyard and just throwing stuff away, organizing it, you know, all that kind of stuff. So otherwise, I think that's it. I've been talking for 20 minutes now, so I will go ahead and be quiet and let some music play at the end here, and then I'll just pop back in to say goodbye in a little bit.
I once felt I'm done with the defense. Drove back and climbed over your fence. Had to show you that I was a mess. So you were shrugging your shoulders and closed off. That's what I told you. Soon enough, everything started to change. 'Cause there's no going back, no going back. There's no going back to your old life. Not living in the past, we're over that. I'm feeling it tonight, riding on the dizzying highs. Riding on the dizzying highs. Felt like nothing could stop us. Sunsets, remember the colors. They were wrong, it was way more than a dream. We climbed up, yeah, over the hillside. So right, we stood there all wide-eyed. You and I floated on air in my mind. 'Cause there's no going back, no going back. There's no going back to your old life. Not living in the past, we're over that. I'm feeling it tonight, riding on the dizzying highs. I'm standing on the dizzying highs. Everything so much better, riding high on your river. You and I, we're climbing way up together, standing on dizzy highs. You make everything so much better, riding high on your river. You and I, we're climbing way up together, standing on dizzy highs. There's no going back, no going back. There's no going back to your old life. Not living in the past, we're over that. I'm feeling it tonight, riding on the dizzying highs. Oh, I'm standing on the dizzying highs. Oh, I'm standing on the dizzying highs. Oh, I'm standing on the dizzying highs. Standing on the dizzying highs. Everything's so much better, riding high on your river. You and I, we're climbing way up together, standing on dizzy highs. You make everything so much better, riding high on your river. You and I, we're climbing way up together, standing on the dizzying highs. I've been feeling so small, Watch the clock ticking off the wall, but tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Lay my troubles to rest. Blow the smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine, and I know this is my time now. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Stars, I wanna drive a faster car. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car.
Strikes by my window, hits my chest right in the morning, like a warning. Could have slept here for days. I felt your heartbeat, felt was at the wrong place at the right time. 'Cause suddenly there you were with those bright blue eyes. We were conversing into the night sky when you took my hand, said let's leave now. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. I wanna laugh out loud, talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder. I wanna laugh out loud, talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder, love a little louder, love a little louder. We went to a small bar with neon lights, talked about everything that was on our minds. Talking to you gave me butterflies. Then you took my hand, said let's leave now. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. I wanna laugh out loud, talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder. I wanna laugh out loud.
So that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for listening to me talk about myself and my family and our life. Thank you for being here, sticking around, being supportive. I really, really appreciate it so much. I do also plan on having a house tour or apartment tour whenever that day may come, or even a tour of my parents' house, I guess, if we end up there. But either way, I will show you eventually where we will be living. I will still continue to film the packing and decluttering as well as we continue on with that. Again, don't forget to head over to Instagram or Facebook if you'd like to see more on a daily basis and behind the scenes. But I hope you guys are healthy and doing well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.